Good afternoon. This is Akashvani and I am Valsa Williams with the Midday News. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi speaks to Chief Ministers of Assam and Sikkim on current flood situation, assures full central support for relief and rehabilitation efforts. Flood situation aggravates in Assam, affecting over 5 lakh people in 21 districts. Indian Air Force rescues first batch of stranded civilians from Chaten in North Sikkim. Uttar Pradesh government announces 20% reservation to Agniveers in various police services. India reaffirms its commitment to inclusive, sustainable and future-ready digital development at 11th BRICS Communications Ministers Meeting in Brazil. And Royal challengers Bengaluru and Punjab Kings to clash for their maiden IPL trophy in Ahmedabad this evening. In Assam, the flood situation aggravated further during the last 24 hours as it spread to 5 more districts, and over 5 lakh people are now reeling under the deluge across 21 districts. More than 1,250 villages of 64 revenue circles have been affected by flood, and over 12,600 hectares of crop area has been damaged across the state. According to the Assam State Disaster Management Authority, 11 people have lost their lives due to the devastating floods and landslides so far. Prime Minister Narendra Modi spoke to Assam Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma over phone and inquired about the current flood situation in the state. The Prime Minister expressed concern and assured full support from the central government for relief and rehabilitation efforts. Chief Minister Sarma said in a social media post that he briefed the Prime Minister on the current situation and the relief operation being undertaken. We have more from our correspondent.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi today take stock of the flood situation in Assam from Chief Minister Himanta Biswa Sarma, assuring full support from the central government for relief and rehabilitation efforts. The Chief Minister briefed the Prime Minister on how continuous rainfall in Assam and adjoining states has led to flooding and which impacted many lives. He also apprised the Prime Minister of the relief operation undertaken by the state government. The Chief Minister reached Kasar district this morning to take stock and assess the flood situation in the worst hit Barak Valley region. He visited several relief camps and interacted with the people. Aminul Haqzuddar, Akashvani News, Guwahati.
The Prime Minister also spoke to Sikkim Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang on the situation in North Sikkim after a massive landslide struck the army camp at Chaten in Lachen. Mr. Tamang extended his gratitude for the Prime Minister's concern. The Indian Air Force has launched rescue and relief operations in Sikkim as the state reels under the impact of landslides and floods triggered by heavy rainfall. The IAF rescued the first batch of stranded civilians from Chaten in North Sikkim. More from our correspondent.
The Sikkim government and central agencies are putting all-out efforts to evacuate stranded tourists at Lassen as well as restore communication. NDRF teams with well-equipped machinery have been pressed into evacuation missions. 2 helicopters with 34 persons landed safely at Pakyong Airport this morning. Efforts are on to rescue all the remaining tourists. There were reports of multiple landslides at Lassen, due to which road connectivity was badly affected. Chief Secretary of Sikkim, R. Telang, held a high-level review meeting at Gangtok to assess the current situation at Mangan district and instructed all concerned agencies to provide all possible support. Manas Patim Sharma, Akashvani News, Gangtok.
In Arunachal Pradesh, incessant heavy rain has disrupted normal life across the state. According to the State Department Disaster Management, 12 people have lost their lives in rain-related incidents till yesterday evening.
The Meteorological Center, Itanagar, has issued a yellow alert warning for almost all the districts in Arunachal Pradesh. The Weather Department has predicted heavy rainfall accompanied by thunderstorms and lightning at isolated places over the next 24 hours. The State Department of Disaster Management has informed that as of now 3 relief camps are set up and there are 239 inmates in these camps. 162 villages have been affected due to flash floods and landslides in the state. In Upper Subansiri district, the PMGSY road from Sippi to Niling has been blocked at multiple locations due to flash floods and landslides triggered by heavy rain. According to reports, 17 to 18 villages are cut off due to this blockade. Rakesh Dole, Akashvani News, Itanagar.
In Bihar, strong winds and rain caused widespread destruction in Siwan district last evening, in which at least 7 people were killed in separate incidents. The state is experiencing a mix of weather conditions. In the western and northern parts, life has been affected by rains and strong winds, while districts in South Bihar are grappling with heat wave conditions. The Met Department has issued a warning for the next 48 hours for strong winds, rain and thunderstorms in the Kishanganj, Saharsa, Araria, Sitamarhi and Muzaffarpur areas. The Met Department has issued an orange alert over northeast India. IMD scientist Dr. R.K. Jainamani told Akashvani News that heavy to very heavy rainfall will continue over the northeastern states for the next 2 days.
The current heavy rainfall spell over mainly northeastern states is still continuing, but the intensity has been reduced substantially. And during last 24 hours, the heavy rainfall mainly confined to the area of Meghalaya. And in the weather warning, mainly northeast India, we have given heavy to very heavy rainfall for next 24 hours, covering Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Meghalaya, NMMT. Mainly Meghalaya, Tripura, and Manipur and Mizoram will be heavy to very heavy rainfall for today.
This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our X handle at AIR News Alerts. And for details of stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and download News on AIR app. Welcome back to the Midday News. The Uttar Pradesh government has approved 20% reservation for former Agniveers in direct recruitment for the posts of police constables, provincial armed constabulary, PAC, mounted police and firemen. The decision was taken in a cabinet meeting chaired by Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath today with the aim of providing post-service employment opportunities to youth who have served under the Agniveers scheme. Giving details of the cabinet decisions, Uttar Pradesh Cabinet Minister Suresh Khanna said 20% reservation will be provided in the state police and PAC for Agniveers who have retired from the armed forces.
कैबिनेट के समक्ष जो प्रस्ताव आया है, एक्स अग्निवीर्स को समायोजित करने के लिए उत्तर प्रदेश पुलिस आरक्षी, पीएसी आरक्षी, घुड़सवार और फायरमैन की सीधी भर्ती में 20% पदों पर आरक्षण देने के संबंध में उत्तर प्रदेश ने की आज मंत्री परिषद ने 20% हॉरिजॉन्टल आरक्षण देने का आज फैसला किया है। ये अपने आप में एक बहुत बड़ा फैसला है।
India reaffirmed its commitment to inclusive, sustainable and future-ready digital development during the 11th BRICS Communications Ministers Meeting held in Brasilia, Brazil. During the meeting held yesterday, Minister of State for Communications, Dr. Pemasani Chandrasekhar, presented India's digital public infrastructure as a global benchmark for inclusive and transformative digital governance. He highlighted the pivotal role of flagship initiatives like Aadhaar and the Unified Payments Interface in advancing universal and meaningful connectivity. He called upon BRICS nations to deepen collaboration in harnessing digital public infrastructure to drive inclusive growth and build resilient digital economies. As part of India's continued efforts under Operation Sindur and in line with its principled and resolute stand against terrorism, multiple all-party delegations are visiting countries across the globe. The delegation, led by BJP MP Bajayant Panda, returned to the country this morning after a successful visit to Algeria, Saudi Arabia, Kuwait and Bahrain. 2 more delegation teams are scheduled to return later today. Speaking to the media in New Delhi, Bajayant Panda termed the tour as very successful.
भारत की इतिहास ऐसी है कि हमें जस्टिफिकेशन देने की जरूरत नहीं है। हम वो देश हैं जो हजारों साल तक दुनिया के बहुत सारे जगहों से जो पीड़ित लोग उनको आश्रय दिए हैं। हम अहिंसा के देश हैं, जिसमें भारत का न्यू नॉर्मल कि हम आतंकवादी हिंसा को जरूर रिटेलिएट करेंगे और माप कर बिल्कुल प्रिसाइज तरफ से रिटेलिएट करेंगे।
Another delegation led by JDU MP Sanjay Kumar is scheduled to return home this evening. Earlier today, they held a meeting with Malaysia's Parliamentary Special Committee on Foreign Affairs and International Trade. The all-party delegation led by Congress MP Shashi Tharoor held high-level meetings with senior leaders and officials in Brazil. The delegation will now travel to the United States for the final leg of its visit. Another multi-party delegation led by NCP-SP MP Supriya Sule met with Egypt's Foreign Affairs Council in Cairo. The team also paid floral tribute to Mahatma Gandhi at Cairo's Al Horea Garden. As we celebrate the success of Operation Sindur, the nation salutes the valor of Indian soldiers as a tribute to the armed forces. Akashvani News is presenting a special series. Today we remember Paramveer Chakra awardee, 2nd Lieutenant Rama Raghoba Rane, who displayed incredible bravery during the India-Pakistan War of 1947-48.
Born in 1918 in present-day Karnataka, 2nd Lieutenant Rama Raghuba Rane was commissioned into the Corps of Engineers in December 1947. During his 21-year service with the Indian Army, he earned 5 mentions in dispatches. In the 1947-48 Indo-Pak War, after the Indian Army recaptured Jhangar in March 1948, an advance was planned from Naushera to Rajouri to protect civilians from enemy atrocities. On April 8, 4 Dogra Battalion began its assault, but their progress was hindered by minefields and roadblocks. Despite being wounded on April 8, he continued clearing mines and roadblocks, enabling tank movement. Over the next 3 days, he worked tirelessly, often under heavy enemy fire, clearing multiple obstacles, making diversions, and even blasting roadblocks himself. His relentless effort played a vital role in the Indian Army's advance to Rajouri, inflicting heavy losses on the enemy and saving countless civilian lives. For his outstanding courage and determination, 2nd Lieutenant Rama Raghuba Rane was awarded the Paramveer Chakra. Saklain Akhtar, Akashvani News, Delhi.
Europe's most active volcano, Mount Etna in Italy, erupted yesterday, spewing ash and smoke into the Sicilian sky and triggering panic among tourists. Sicily President Renato Schifani said lava flows emitted in the eruption had not passed the natural containment area and posed no danger to the population. Authorities continue to monitor the situation closely and have advised the public to stay cautious as volcanic activity persists. Indian Premier League IPL 2025 is all set to get its new winner today as Royal Challengers Bengaluru and Punjab Kings will clash for the title at Narendra Modi Stadium in Ahmedabad. The match will begin at 7:30 p.m. In a battle of titans, the Rajat Patidar-led RCB will hold an advantage over their opponents as they thrashed them by 8 wickets in Qualifier 1 in Chandigarh to seal the direct entry to the final. However, Punjab had their way of bouncing back from this setback against Mumbai Indians in Qualifier 2. At the Indonesia Open 2025, India's top shuttler PV Sindu has won her opening match, defeating Nozomi Okuhara of Japan 22-20, 21-23, 21-15. However, Lakshya Sen suffered a first-round exit. He lost to top seed Shi Yuqi of China. Anupama Upadhyay exited after a straight games loss against South Korea's Kim Ga-yoon. Later, HS Pranoy and men's doubles pair of Satvik Sairaj, Ranki Reddy and Chirag Shetty will be at the court. The Neeraj Chopra Classic 2025 is set to take place on the 5th of July at the Sri Kantirava Stadium in Bengaluru. India's first ever international javelin competition was initially scheduled for the 24th of May, but the event was deferred due to Operation Sindur. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi speaks to Chief Ministers of Assam and Sikkim on current flood situation, assures full central support for relief and rehabilitation efforts. Flood situation aggravates in Assam, affecting over 5 lakh people in 21 districts. Indian Air Force rescues first batch of stranded civilians from Chaten in North Sikkim. Uttar Pradesh government announces 20% reservation to Agniveers in various police services. India reaffirms its commitment to inclusive, sustainable and future-ready digital development at 11th BRICS Communications Ministers Meeting in Brazil. And Royal Challengers Bengaluru and Punjab Kings to clash for their maiden IPL trophy in Ahmedabad this evening. And with that, we end